AgentOne is a suite of built-in AI agents that deliver automation. So we are starting with the whole point is to help you scale faster. That's our and to drop your limits and scale faster in every direction. So we're starting with three agents, but we built the infrastructure that allows us to build as many agents as we want. In fact, we technically can collaborate to build agents with others as well. Um, the first agent is agency, Copilot. So basically, it's like Eugen said, we are building our own version of Google Firebase, and it will allow you to complete, it will be a complete in-cloud studio. Um, so right now, as of today, you are able to use it for coding, content writing, and project assi and getting assistance with documentation from documentations. And we have couple alpha testers, beta testers, alpha testers that became beta testers that we got the feedback from, and today they got an update. And as of today, everybody has access to Copilot. So if you go to your admin in the trial site, it's only available for trial sites. Um, and go to beta features, you are able to it's going to say Copilot. Right now it says Agent One. You need to enable Agent One, and as it has it is in beta officially now. So we are gathering feedback, and once you're on the mm, once you enable it, when you click on it, you'll get access to um, Copilot, and with it, you can start using it on every page with every file. You can write, improve, optimize HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Liquid, trace and fix bugs on the spot, work with content, and work with documentations. And today we have in Slack, we reported we have fixed some errors, some major errors, and significantly improved the search results for documentation. We suggest Adam and other partners have maybe a separate treehouse team, and we can go through that in more details. How did this work? But for now, we have a very positive feedback from the team, both our internal team and partners and beta testers that use that. Copilot has a tremendous mm, potential. So in the next couple weeks, we will be extending it significantly, as like I said, to turn it into an alternative to Google Firebase. So it will be a complete studio. We have integrated a Monaco editor. It's the same editor that used in Cursor, in Copilot, in VS Code, and you'll be able to create items and manage items, and we will ship the last batch of APIs so Copilot gets a full control, not full control, but full access to all the WebinOne assets. Uh, do you guys have any questions on Copilot before I move further? I think we're good. Okay. So more agents. So we have built a couple more agents that we'd like to show you that are currently used by Team One team. And first agent is Agent H, designed to HTML generator. It converts Figma designs into clean and responsive HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code. Let me show you the examples. So we have um, this template in a Figma file. Uh, So this template was designed and we plan to add it to our free templates library. So as you can see, it's a huge landing page. And this was done internally by our team. And if you go to this link, and I'll paste that into chat as well. If you go to this link and look at this markup, th this is fully done by Agent H, and it's 85% of hand code done by an agent. And it's mind-blowing. So this is a third iteration of Agent H. We have worked with a couple designs, test designs. This is our template, but we took it a little further and we took one of the projects in the pipeline. Oh, by the way, responsive, I think responsive is also here. Yeah, responsive has also been developed um, with Agent H. We took it a little further. We took one of the projects that Team One had in the pipeline, and we decided to make it from scratch. And so we have designed this. Our team have designed this for one of our partners, for Jason, and he's with us on the call. So this is the website. This is the project. It's multiple pages, and so I think we'll show the homepage only. By the way, Jason, this is Jason, and he's on a call. And and we've been catching fish with Jason several times already. So if you're in the area, we are highly recommend. So Hilton Head Fish and Charters, Jason has decided to update their website and hired our team to redesign it. And right in the mid of the development, we decided to test Agent H, and this is the result. And again, no hand coding, straight agent. And our goal with Agent H and all agents is to deliver a hand-coded level code, handmade level code with every project. And I think the responsive is there too. Yes, it is there. So what does this mean? It means that we are now able as Team One, unfortunately for us, maybe in a short term, but a long term, fortunately. But fortunately for the partners that use Team One, we're able to reduce the development design to HTML, CSS development by at least 50%. Uh, Next, we are having Agent I. So this agent is being developed by Vlad. So he's in charge of this agent, and Vlad will demo this agent himself. He will do has a live demo for us. So basically, it implements the finished HTML, CSS, JavaScript into WebinOne components that are ready to publish. Okay, Vlad, I'll give you the stage.
Okay.
Did I share my screen?
Yeah.
Because I'm not. Oh, because it my button. Huh. I think I have a Zoom glitch. Okay. Can you share your screen now?
Yeah.
Oh, we have. Okay.
Yeah. So could you see my screen? Okay, so first of all, I want to show you the final results that fully implemented site by the agent. So it has like several pages implemented. And here, I guess, yeah, this one. So all looks pretty the same as the size site that Alex shows previously. So everything is here, and if we go to the admin, so we could see that there is a pages using templates. The template has inclusion of snippets, page components, and snippets has inclusion of the menus. And the entire menu is also fully implemented by this agent. Also, it implements the layouts. So, for example, it has pretty custom layout since we have like two level menu, and it was really tricky to have the sub items, the second level to be implemented, but this full code is fully implemented by the agent. So I don't touch this this one personally. So this is it.
So I think we can
So,
even show how it does in live, right? Can you like
yeah,
delete
just
it? Let's see how it works, how it works in the live mode.
yeah, sure.
So you're deleting everything that Agent H
Mm, Yeah,
has
that is
created, right?
yeah. So okay, right now it's just the empty site. So I have prepared the running. Uh, So let's get started. So here we can see what it's done. So I could debug mode, but so it shows every step that it's working with. Right now it shows how it decomposes the page for templates, templates for snippets, and templates for menus. And then right now the harder step is to decompose the header menu because it needs to not only to divide into parts. Like for the general page, it's the page content and page template. It's like only two parts, but for the menu, it has three components that I've previously shown, the layout components, and also it should took all the pages, all the menu items. Also, it has the like requirement to find what pages could be implemented as pages that already has been prepared by this agent. So right now he's already creating. So, okay, so he's created two templates, 5 pages. As if we can see. So we have 5 pages for this particular case in JSS and images files from the markup. So yeah, it has three snippets, base snippets for the main template and style guide. We have style guide page that is different from the all other pages. That's why it has like separate style guide template and separate header footer. The header menu is only one for the main. And here he's uploading all the files from these 3 folders, the assets, basically. So right now it's finished. And we could go here. And I prefer to set the home page from here. And let's see. So here it is, the menu.
How much
and the full
time
page.
would it take to do it manually?
I'm not sure, but I guess at least one business day.
So you mean like 8 hours, about 8 hours?
As the fastest I get the 4 to 8 hours, probably.
Okay,
Closer
impressive
to
enough.
four by probably. Yeah, but
Impressive enough.
so
For a
so
skilled developer that knows WebinOne in and out, right?
the hardest one of the hardest part would be to implement this one, basically the menu, because this layout is pretty complex because it has like the one column style and two column styles, but it already has ability to divide to implement it the way so that everything works fine, as you can see. And yeah, also it has in markup with all the links are basically empty. But once he's implemented, since he is this agent was the one who implements these pages, 5 pages, he just pastes the appropriate links to the menu. So, for example, we have Captain Jason Hazel page, and it has its own link. But for example, the second one is empty, so it's not clickable. So we have also have Ensure page. It's also clickable here, and FAQs. Yeah. So and if you want to see the style guide, it has no header. It has another header and footer, but it also has been implemented good and has the style guide template. So we can see that it has style guide header, style guide footer, but the same head as the previous one, the previous main template. Yeah, and this is like the what he can do right now. So the forms and custom modules would be the next stage. So the main goal is to have it implement the whole site, and requires little efforts to fix something or to enhance some parts, some minor parts. So I guess this is it.
Thanks a lot. I think that was amazing, despite mm, the the quiet. I hope you guys are impressed. It's the same way as I am. Okay, so a couple more things about Agent One. We released it separately from the platform. So it's as you know, the progress of AI and the technology is moving way faster than any other progress. So we will be adding and releasing updates sooner, faster than the platform releases, and those would go separately. And we will post those releases into Slack and to status as well. And we also have an Agent One channel where all the partners that use Agent One can post in any form, like any agent can post their feedback and discuss their progress with the team, ask questions. We'll also report stuff in there. You just need to, we will make it open and so everybody can add themselves. Next, we have Agent O. Agent O is something that popped up recently as part of our progress with building AI infrastructure and building Copilot. So this is the next thing that we think is worth building and has some great potential. So basically, we want to uh, Agent O is an on-site chat editor. It's complete website management through a chat sidebar. So we basically want to from one side, you can say extend Copilot to the front end. From the other side, you can say we want to expand on-site editor to be the level of Copilot. So basically, for those of you who use on-site editor, this will be an agent that will work in this window and will give you a chat-like experience, website managing experience from creating, editing, and doing everything you would do in the admin, but right through the chat. So we see a lot of potential in this solution, and we've also been inspired by other solutions that use the same style. So this is something we're working on right now that we don't have the exact date, but we're quite excited about this one. Next thing, couple things about our infrastructure and environment. We have built our architecture to entirely in-house, so nothing limits us, and we're not tied up with any other provider, and we own every layer, and all the mm, everything that relates to our AI development. And we also made our AI infrastructure AgentOne complete the LLM agnostic. So we use and experiment with multiple LLMs from multiple providers, and we can add. Currently, we use OpenAI, Gemini, Anthropic's LLMs, and we're not limited to use anything that comes to the market, open source or not open source, in the future. So we can add that with a couple lines of code to the AgentOne infrastructure. Another thing worth mentioning is as we were moving forward, we realized we have a major advantage of being having a closed ecosystem, in low code system. It appears it's very AI friendly, and it's easier to train, and we have decomposed LLMs into various assets of the platform, which allows a lot of flexibility and more predictive results. And since we don't have any third-party plugins, we don't have any open code, we can guarantee very predictable results, and there's a huge potential for scalability for building multiple agents. Um, Okay, and the last thing I wanted to share is Team One, how it will change. So basically, our flow for Team One, our flow before was we design, or we take your designs, or we design your files, and next we send them to HTML, CSS, JavaScript developer, the front end developer, next the implementation developer, and then the QA. Right now, the flow will change. It's the design, and then we take it through the agent H, who does the markup. We finish everything. Next step, we will finish markup with help of agent C, which makes it faster. Then we give it to agent I, the one that Vlad has that had demoed. Then we polish things with agent C from what came from Vlad's agent, and then we QA it. And that way we see at least 50% automation with that new flow and capability to produce way more websites on our platform. Eventually, we want to grow automation to unprecedented levels. Agent H and Agent I are currently not available like directly to partners. We don't have an interface for that. As you could see, we're running it in the back end. We only have Team One using it with help of AI AgentOne developers, but we're planning to add it to Portal. So these would be the agents available exclusively for partners in Portal. Okay, this is it. This is it for my demo. If you guys have any questions, this is the time to ask any questions. We will also have an off-record session right after the Q&A session is done.
Yeah, Alex, I saw Vlad using the implementer in an external environment. What was that? Was that VS Code or?
I think it was Cursor, right?
Yeah, it was Cursor.
Ah, okay. So when this will be available to us, do we get this as an extension? I'm not working with Cursor, but how do I use that? Is it an extension or?
We're just gonna add like the same as you have right now in the admin. We're still, considering the interface. We're probably gonna add. Hey, let me share my screen. Uh, this is a good question, by the way, regarding the agents distribution, and we were discussing that with the team.
Yeah, I could see that. I could say that the whole agent is basically a Node.js application, and it has like an web interface, like the endpoint. So I just trigger using the Postman. I just trigger the endpoint. It's right now. It's just the static one, but once we decide the interface for the operating with it, it would be I mean something that we will decide. We will decide with the designers and during the agreement session. But it will definitely be a like an API open it API open it application. So
Would be
Well,
convenient to have it as an extension to VS Code.
no, it would not required to be like an as to be an extension to the like IDE to the VS Code or something like that. Just like probably it would be something where that you provide your credentials for your site for the open API. You provide the site endpoint and you provide the zip archive with all your markup, and it's starting to processing the development. So all it requires to be provided is markup, endpoint, and API case for the public API, and that's it. So once you provide them, you could have the site to be implemented. But the interface would be like decided later.
And
Probably
from
it would be something like a form when you just upload the zip file and two fields, three fields to provide like the client secret, client ID, and the site domain, and that's it.
well, while Vlad has given up half of our secrets, and you basically now can build your own AgentOne by knowing all this information. Uh, here's a little glimpse on our vision. Um, we are we noticed that there's quite a challenge for digital agencies now with all this growing solutions coming to the market and with the AI progress and even keeping up with things and even trying to realize what is a threat and what is an opportunity. I don't know if you watched the releases from Figma and Google last week, which has shaken the industry big time. It was probably the most significant um, week for the entire industry in the last couple of years. And like one of the agencies that I meet here locally, they also build an AI product, and he has mentioned that there are at least 500 companies that were buried by those three releases from Microsoft, Google, and Figma. So we think there's an opportunity, and for that, for us, it's really hard for digital agency to keep up with the AI progress and how to transform um, their agency accordingly. So we see an opportunity of offering an all-in-one workspace where we have the platform and a growing family of agents. And as the platform evolves and the AI models advance, we are upgrading our toolkit with the latest and greatest. So you don't really have to dig fully into what's available, what are the capabilities of each LLMs and how to use them. We want to ship them in one package, so you have that available in both in the portal and in the admin. And going back to your question, so we are it seems like we will build agents for various types of operations in various places of both the admin and the portal. So as we see it right now is just adding those little icons in as have them in the in here. So we would add them in different places in the portal. You probably have it in here. So we'll distribute that across the entire portal and the admin, and um, that's why we have these names. And by the way, we're open to the feedback on the names and on the colors and all the whole structure. So for Agent H and Agent I, we just plan it for you not to have to be as easy as possible. You just easy interface, you call it out, you upload Figma files, and it produces maybe a trial site that's a little like semi pre-implemented that has like a just simple links to static HTML and CSS. And the same for already um, uh, for those sites, we would probably have like an extra agent icon so you can convert it to um, use it with agent I so you can implement it. So we're still working on how it's gonna look like. Um, Also, please use we don't uh, we give it we don't limit AgentOne, neither Copilot, well, Copilot for now. So please use at your own discretions. We pay for all the tokens, so we don't have the pricing model for that yet, and we will definitely keep it and make it as competitive as possible, considering the potential and considering the value that we get from it. But we see a lot of potential in it. Like, for example, one of the feedbacks we got is that it's so much easier to learn the platform now because you don't have to go through liquid courses and dig into that. You just start with a Copilot and ask him, um, create this and examine my code, and the entry should be way more simpler. Did I answer your question? Tim, did that answer your question?
I'm just thinking about it. I mean, the way I work with the platform might be very special and different from other partners, but I'm coding most of my stuff in VS Code. And the
Yeah,
biggest
that makes. Mhm.
hassle with that is that I have to do a lot of copy and paste. Like my AI agents, like I'm using ChatGPT for a lot of things, different models in ChatGPT. Um, and it can do a lot, but if there would be something like Agent I inside VS Code for me to turn my source code into finished WebinOne liquid code, like what Vlad was showcasing right now, like putting it into the proper menu structure, things like this. This is still not working properly. This would be a big deal for me to have it in VS Code. I mean, if I have to send it to an endpoint, it's also great. It's just like another copy and paste thing for me. And VS
Mm.
Code has an extension ecosystem. So, but that's just how I work. I understand that if that's not how most partners work, wouldn't make sense to you to do something like that. So that's just me.
That actually makes sense. I mean, there's definitely makes sense to explore that.
I would ask the partners what coding environments are they working in? right?
Well,
So
yeah, we definitely can discuss that, and it would be great to hear the feedback from other partners as well. Again, we see a lot of opportunities. For example, we have new requests that we didn't have before. We have some clients ask us to build agents and host it for them, and to include that as a part of the WebinOne offer. So now that we have the infrastructure and we're building our own agents, that's totally a possibility and seems like it seems like on the horizon, this is something that agencies will be offering to the market is to for their local for their existing customers is that, hey, we build sites for you and now we can build agents for you and it will be within one ecosystem, probably white labeled and stuff. So there are multiple opportunity, multiple there's a lot of opportunities. We're still exploring it. There's just way too many things going on. Like we're in the middle of conversation with this agency that has huge library of designs, and we did a test for them with Agent H and Agent I, and the numbers are super impressive. So there's a huge opportunity for the platform and for them as well. Um, so we're exploring, and I'm pretty sure after today there gonna be some interesting ideas. Um, yeah, that we can take this where we can take this.
I appreciate the way this works for development and bringing sites live. A bit more important for me is like what I can offer my clients, like what kind of services might benefit them. And I personally don't have a proper idea. Like a lot of them are using like text copies, of course, SEO, of course. It would be interesting to understand what they would want and how we could market that to them and make the platform more attractive. Because at the end of the day, to make this a good business operation, it's important to sell more sites. I mean, developing sites quicker is good, but we need to have um, material for pitches and to pitch the platform in the first place before we can build faster on it. So that would be interesting. And um, maybe it's interesting for you guys if we ask our clients, what do they want from AI using different forms of editing their pages? It's either with on-site editor or the admin um, to make this a sales like pitch worthy um, thing, which eventually increases the revenue for all of us, for you and for us. So, and I would like to I would like focus on that as well. Like developing fine, team one got this. It's super important for you guys. But for me, it's like how to sell the platform better.
Um, that's a good point, and I will share some details on that off the record. We it seems like the most important thing for the site owner, mm, like the base is the platform future-proof for the AI. So, and for us, it was the existential question. So I think that if you bring your customer, hey, this is the platform that's constantly evolving and work, and they're all about bringing no limits to your business and unfolding your potential as much as possible. Also, this platform has a separate AI wing and suite of agents that constantly bring AI innovation and progress to the platform simultaneously. So here's your peace of mind for you that you will always be up to date, not just with web technologies, but with the entire AI progress which I think brings a lot of value because there are a lot of people are freaking out about not keeping up with AI progress, and that alone is a product. Here's a
And they,
product.
but the thing is, they want to know from us as agencies who they trust, what does that mean? They want like, I mean, it's for me, for my agency, it's not enough to tell my clients we will keep up with that, and our vendor, our like platform vendor is gonna keep up with that. There's gonna be all the technology in that. They would want to know how can that benefit their business. They're very much down to earth and tell us, okay, there's lots of buzz, but what can it do for us?
Well,
And
there are a lot of ideas that we have on top of it. For example, the on-site agent. So infrastructure-wise, we now have a capability of building a vector version of a website. So basically, the site's visitor can come to the website, and again, I'm sharing the concept that is a possible now, on top of the infrastructure. A site visitor can come to the website and chat with the agent of the website that basically speak with the website. Hey, I'm looking for this. And it's not just a search. It's like a ChatGPT trained locally on this website, and you can pre-train it based on how did the user come to the website. So, location and what to sell him, and you can make it, there's lots of room for creativity. Another thing, since we're losing liquid, that's another liquid advantage. We can publish uh, pieces of content. So agent can render pieces of content depending on where the visitor came from, and if it's even the visitor. What if it's the agent? So, for example, the new challenge that's coming is not just making SEO proper websites for visitors. Now you have to build websites that are friendly for agents because these are different types of visitors, and seems like they have a potential of being more profitable visitors because they're mostly used by more advanced users. So there are a lot of things that I think we need to discuss and share with each other and decide what's next.
yeah, but
My
that's good. That's good. That's what we need. That's exactly what we need. This kind of stuff that sells. Like in my case, my clients, that would sell. And focus on that. That will keep like boosting pitches definitely.
Yeah, so our the whole goal of this presentation was to give you, and the whole build was to build the foundation that is future proof and has no limits for us, show you the real potential and hand you something and start this journey and start this whole new um, I don't know how to call it, whole new direction for the agencies and um, for the whole website building market. Any other questions before we sign off?
Yeah, I had a similar thought to Tim along the same lines, not just how we sell, like what it can do for the clients, but how we can actually roll it out for them. Because if we just unleash the chat in the admin for clients, as powerful as it is, it can make a big mess as well. So if they start saying they want designs and uploading things and getting the AI to do God knows what, they could also make a big mess of a site. So if we have permissions and controls on what we allow the end user to use the chat for, I think that would be important as well, so that we can
That's
roll it out to the specific ways.
that's a good point. And again, our target audience remains digital agencies, and we're still B2B, and we don't have plans to change to B2C. Uh, Copilot is only available to partners. So your clients don't see it.
Right.
They have no ability to enable it. And we don't plan to hand it to them. And of course, we will add, all the tools to give you as much control. So you're in charge of the entire site owner experience. So right now, only partners can enable Copilot as a beta feature, and of course, the same would be for the agent I, and the license fee will remain the blocker for the site owners. Maybe we'll add another vetting process. So the digital agency market is flipping. It's not transforming, it's flipping, and I will speak with that later off the record. Um, um, regarding pricing and costs, Craig, we don't charge anything right now for the Copilot. The only charges we have is the tokens, so we will figure out and we'll definitely discuss with you how we're gonna charge it. Our main business model remains subscriptions, so we don't plan to make it our main source of income, the use of Copilot and our agents. So most of the industry standard is that they create like credits that they charge. You can top up your balance and so on. So we will work probably something else so have, we don't consume those tokens and those expenses from LLMs, and their pricing are constantly changing with the new models coming out and so on. Will there be a dinger for clients supposed to use AgentOne to get access to a backend? What do you mean to backend? To WebinOne? That's what you mean, Frog? I mean, security-wise, that's what you're.
Yeah, no, I think Adam answered it pretty well when he was saying that you'll have things that are in place to make sure that only partners can get in there. And you said also that you're not going to be able to, you're not just going to let anybody have access to AgentOne. So I think that's pretty much answered that.
Gotcha. Well, to add to this, I'll also add that agents are performing only within this part of our ecosystem. So they are not able to affect the servers, the file system, and the database. So everything is super enclosed. So there is zero chance agents can start a revolution on our platform.
Great. Thanks.
Yep, you're welcome. Okay. Okay, I think this is it for the official part. Thank you very much.